Hello, everyone. This is Terry Carl, Life Mastery Consultant. I'm here with Goldie Matthew today. I'm really excited about this interview. I've been encountering people who I feel like just really get it as far as living the dream, and I'd like Goldie to share her experience with you today. So I'm going to have Goldie talk a little bit about herself.
My name is Goldie Matthew. I'm mostly known for my Tastefully Simple business. We do in-home taste testing parties.
Fabulous.
I bring the food, you bring all your friends. We just eat our way through the catalog and have a lot of fun. Hostesses got a lot of free product for doing so. I've
Yum.
been doing that for 14 years. It's been very good for me. Done quite well with that company, and then got introduced to Melaleuca from my friend Michaela Sohn, and that's something that's been a great passion of mine is helping people get toxins out of their home. It's an online shopping club, and it's also a way of getting residual passive income coming in. That's all I focus on all these days. Is most people trade time for dollars. When you work, you get paid, and that's what most people know. And if you want more pay, then you work overtime or you take on a second job. And so I liked Tastefully Simple because having a team of girls and a couple guys out doing parties, then you get a small percentage of that, so you get residual income. And the same thing with Melaleuca. The more people you share this wonderful company and site with, and they shop, that's another way of getting passive residual income. So you're working smart, not hard.
Wonderful. You have a really great story that I'd love you to share of goal setting that you have and really seeing it happen. It had to do with being on stage. Could you share that story?
Okay, I was gonna say I do. I think you're talking about my Tastefully Simple, my first year in Tastefully Simple.
Yes.
Okay.
Just really clear.
When I first joined Tastefully Simple, I went to our national convention, and I was only like 2 months into the business, and it was a stadium type seating, and I was all the way in the back. And I'm watching all the people go across the stage, getting recognized for their accomplishments, and I'm just like so eating it up and hearing their stories, and I'm crying right along with them. And one particular girl who went across the stage, her name was Mo Davy. She was top sales that year with Tastefully Simple. I think she had a little over 100,000 in sales and personal sales, and I've always been good in sales. And so I started thinking, man, I wish I could be on stage like that. That would be so cool. And as soon as you think that, then what happens? Your brain starts saying, yeah, who do you think you are? I had tried 3 other home-based businesses before and just had moderate success with it, but not enough to, sustain myself financially. And so I'm thinking, only a few people really make it to the top. And I thought, yeah, but you could do anything you put your mind to. And so I just had that battle, that yin and yang going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure everybody has it. As soon as they have an idea or a dream, they get excited about it, and they have to really fight against that other side that tells them that, who do you think you are? You can't do something like this. So anyway, I had this going on in my head, and then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try. So what I did was I looked to see what her sales were of that previous year, and I just simply divided it by 12 to give me an idea of what I had to have as a minimum goal to shoot for if I wanted to even be in the ballpark. And then I broke that down to, okay, how many parties would that end up being for me? And I worked my butt off, and it got exciting, I got to tell you. And I was tracking where I was going, so I had a plan. And then I started visualizing what it would be like for me to go across the stage and have the lights on my face so strong that I could barely see past the front row, and practice my acceptance speech and everything like that. I had this all so crystal clear in my mind what it'd be like. Meanwhile, just really working my business, and sometimes I had rough months, and sometimes it was going bad. I was like in the flow. And would you know, 1 year later, I walked across the stage.
Yes.
Number one out of 20,000 consultants, I walked across the stage, number one in the company. Isn't that so cool?
Amazing.
I mean, my very first year in the business, and I've kept that momentum of no less than so many parties per month, which has consequently kept me at number 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the nation every year that I've been with Tastefully Simple in the top 10.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I hear is you had a very clear end in mind,
Yes.
and you also looked at how can I get there? So you broke it down really
I
easily.
had a plan.
You had a
Yes.
plan. And I think what's also really critical is I can just see and feel the emotion as you're telling your story.
Yeah.
And that's a huge component of creating your dream.
That's true. Having that energy and that excitement and the focus of knowing exactly what it is that you want, and then breaking it down so that you have a plan to get there. Because so many people get excited about a dream, but then they don't take the actions of figuring out how it will happen. But you have to at least just get started, get the momentum going, and then you figure it out.
Yeah. And I love the detail that you have where you're feeling the lights on you
Oh, yeah.
and just what you're experiencing as you're there.
Yeah.
So crystal clear and awesome.
I remember after I won it, I was in the shower in the hotel and I was just like jumping up and down. It's like, wow, I really did it, you know?
Yes.
So,
And you celebrated too. Great,
yeah.
that's something else. Yeah.
So, I just want people to know. I don't know why I'm getting all emotional here.
I know this is great.
That all things are possible, even when you think that it can't happen. I mean, if you think of it this way, if other people are able to do it, then there is absolutely no reason why you can't do it. If you do what other successful people do, then you too can be successful.
Yes.
And that's my tip for the day.
Awesome. All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to share with your next steps or your happy video? I haven't been to one of your sessions.
Oh,
I
my
still need to
motivational
go.
movie nights. Those
Yes.
are a lot of fun. So, as you can see, I'm really into motivational books and tapes throughout my house. All levels have, it's almost like a library in every room. I just can't get enough of it. And I read, I watch motivational DVDs. And when I'm watching them, I'm like, gosh, this stuff is great. I wish more of my friends knew about this. It's just me enjoying them. So I came up with the idea, and I've learned to listen to your God whispers, is to, when you get an idea, to just, even though it scares the bejesus out of you, just start taking...
Especially then.
just start taking action toward it, and it'll all get figured out. So I started thinking I love to motivate other people and decided to start having my motivational movie nights. And
I love that.
yeah, and I have them here in my home, in my basement. I have about 25 people here, and it's a great opportunity for women to network. So I tell everybody to bring their business cards. So they come about an hour early for them to network. And because I'm Taste Be Simple, I've got a whole spread of Taste Be Simple food for them to eat, which is an added bonus for people. Yes. And then everybody gets a raffle ticket. I give great prizes. And so the first 2 tickets that get pulled are for the seats in the best seats in the basement that recline and are right in front of the screen.
That's so cute.
Because otherwise everybody would want them, you know.
Right.
So might as well make it a raffle. Yeah. Then we watch whatever the movie is. I did The Secret. I did You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. Nice. I did the one Happy was a really good one. Yeah. Highly recommend. And so the next one coming up is going to be Blood Brother. Anyway, so that's going to be on the 25th. Feel free to come. So, and then we go downstairs, we watch the film, and then afterwards I have the women share what they got out of it. And we have all these brilliant women being able to, express. It's funny, we all saw the same film, but everybody has different perspectives of it. And I give them workbooks, and they write in the workbooks. And then afterwards I do a workshop, and it's usually along the same lines of whatever the movie was. So like when we saw Happy, it was the top 10 ways of raising your level of happiness. And so I do the research and stuff like that. And the girls just absolutely love it. They're getting content of things they had never heard of before. And then they all walk away feeling energized, changed, with new ideas in their minds of things that they can do.
Yeah, I really love that. So you've added to yourself and you've found a way to share that with others.
Yes, and I feel like that's my, like, you want to feel like you have a sense of purpose, something where you can help other people. I remember watching a guy talk about anybody can be a millionaire. You just have to find what it is that you love. And he says, and the easiest way to find out is, without thinking, what is something you could do for hours with the, and your favorite thing to do that you could just do. What's the first thing that comes to mind? And you know what the first thing that came to my mind was? Reading. And I'm thinking, how does reading, how do you monetize reading, you know? And so, but then I kept asking myself more questions. Well, uh, if I like to read, a lot of other people would love to read, but they don't have time to read. And I like to read all these good motivational books, and I'm always taking notes and writing trainings.
Yes.
So I could actually take this into having people, I know you want to, having people over so I could share this with them. So that's a good start. If people aren't sure what it is they want to do in life, what is it that you could do for hours without the time? It's 3 in the morning and it's like, oh my goodness, you get so immersed into it. That's how you know that that's your passion, that's your soul's purpose. Follow something along those lines, and then you'll just be so much happier because you'll be doing what you were put on this earth to do. And so I guess I'm figuring out I'm put on this earth to help motivate people and help them find what it is that they're supposed to do. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
And there you have it. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Goldie. This has been awesome.
Thank
I
you
really enjoyed this interview.
for having me in my office.
Yeah, it worked out great. And please check out her movie nights if you're in the area, and also check out her Tastefully Simple at local businesses. And again, this is Goldie Matthew and Terry Carl, and
Have a great day.
have a great day.